the great activities take place with the Youth Advisory Commission here at the Killeen Civic Center. I think that the topics that the students and adults alike are tackling are very worthwhile topics. They're real topics. And they're challenging topics, and as I just mentioned to our students, I applaud their efforts for taking the initial steps to engage in those conversations, because I do think it's going to take courageous leadership as we move forward as a society to make improvements and tackle some of these challenges. And so again, I'm just really excited to see the turnout. We welcome our guests to the wonderful community of Killeen, and it's really an exciting opportunity for many students, our future leaders.
I'm a robotics mentor for Team 3999. We work with FRC Robotics, which is First Robotics. They have FOL for younger children, FTC for 8th and 9th and 7th graders. And we build a robot. We get 6 weeks to build a big robot. It competes. There's 3,000 teams around the country, around the world, sorry. Some people, even if you don't want to do that, First Robotics is really suited for every child, because there's a lot of writing involved, and there's also a lot of drawing, there's video, there's animation. They're all part of First Robotics. So whatever your child or whatever you're interested in, they can do. Here at YAC is a volunteer organization, and First is a almost completely volunteer organization. We all volunteer our time to do what we do and work with children and try to teach them STEM, or we like to say we add arts into it also, instead of just science, technology, engineering, and math. We add arts because there's, like I said before, people who like anime also like to work with our robot. And it's a very good situation for any child. Last year there were $18 million in scholarships. This year there'll be $20 million in scholarships.
So I'm a student motivational comedian. So what I do is I combine, I've been classically trained in stand-up and in humor. I have a comedy coach in New York, I have one in Los Angeles. I'm currently taking improv classes in LA. So my presentation is always half and half. Half like a stand-up show, and then the other half is actually speaking, doing the, really going deep into the subject at hand. In this case, it's going to be volunteering, positive living. And so I combine both, and I share a lot of my story, and I share it in a setup punchline format. And so for the last 2 years, I was voted North America's #1 youth motivational comedian. So my stand-up, my comedy routine is for students. It's doing things that are good for us, like volunteering, positive living. Sometimes we just get weary and we want to give up, and so my contribution is coming and being like a shot in the arm to the students, saying, hey, don't give up. On the other side of everything you're doing, there's a reward for others and a reward for you.
I'd just like to thank all the individuals that made the summit possible. I know that it doesn't happen overnight, and there's a lot of work and dedication and preparation that goes into putting together a large event such as the summit. And but I do think that it's a very worthwhile effort, and we will definitely reap the benefits of that hard work in the future.